19 points from you guys in the diving as a whole, highest you've had. Just talk about performances this week from Nick, Kyle, and Hunter.
It was great performances by all three. Hunter McCarter, truth be told, when he came in here, I had no clue that he'd be able to get to this level. He barely had any guys coming in, but he was such a nice kid and supreme athlete. I knew he might be able to one day crack it, and to qualify for nationals is hard enough, but to make it past pre-quals and saying that he was able to do it. I will say, he got 17th on both boards. I know he's a little disappointed he didn't score any points, but at the end of the day, he did amazing. Nick Martin has been at this meet for 4 years now. He's been a great leader as a captain this year. He's a great senior, and I'm definitely going to miss him. He's one of the most consistent practicing people I've ever had. He's been great for us at dual meets over the years, conference meets over the years, and he finally was able to crack through on nationals and score some points. Become a two-time honorable mention All-American. That's amazing. And of course, Kyle Wiesner, he was able to do something I've never been able to do here at Delta State and have an All-American. He was able to do that on 3-meter, did very well. Pretty proud of what he was able to do, what he was able to accomplish. He worked very hard to get here. He had 0 3-meter before he came to Delta State. And so for him to accomplish that over his 3 years, and of course winning the Elite 90 award, which is more important than all of it. Just got to say I'm very proud as a coach.
All right, Kyle, you've been pretty busy this week. Talk first of all, the Elite 90, such a prestigious award, highest GPA of a graduating senior with all the credits and everything. Just talk about winning that honor.
It is really nice to win it, but I also have to thank my coaches, my teammates, my family, my friends for helping me out, and also making sure that I stay focused and keeping to the books while also practicing hard.
And then also, you get your first All-American. Such a tough diving field, watching it all week. There's so many good divers. Just to be among the top 8 in the country's got to feel pretty good.
It feels great. There's really a lot of good divers, and I am ecstatic that I was up there with them. They're all really good, and I was happy to compete against them and with them, especially my teammates who have been training really hard this whole entire year. And I'm proud to call them teammates and how well they did, and I'm very happy on how well I did too.
Anyways, with Nick, it's going to be quite a challenge to replace a Nick Martin. Last year it was a really big challenge to replace Eli and Bill. They were 2 big-time seniors who made great impacts on the team, but Nick has done nothing less than they did. They really helped, especially Nick, helping produce a culture of hard work. It's from dryland, it's on the boards, it's, he put everything that he could together in order to achieve his goals. And I'm just so happy he was able to crack, past pre-qual and then, score top 16 on both boards. He's earned it. It took 4 years for him to get to this point, and I can't say enough about Nick Martin.
All right, thank you. Day 3 down, ups and downs today, some points, but some unexpected finishes from some guys. Let's go with the girls first. Caroline again, showing how good she is in long distance, finishing 3rd for the 2nd time in the 500.
She's been really steady this whole meet. She's swimming with a lot of confidence, and I'm excited for her going into tomorrow. She's got her baby, her mile event, and after tonight she's got her speed. She's swimming really good, and I feel like she's got a good swim for her for the end of her career tomorrow morning.
Then a couple freshmen got second swims, as you say, the consolation final. Celeste and Maddie. Just talk about them getting experience and seeing how good the competition really is here at this level.
I think both Maddie and Celeste, they're getting tremendous experience at this level, and we've got some things we got to work on, and I feel like that's kind of built in our program to adjust and adapt for them. And now that we know where they're at, we'll be able to build off that for the future. So I'm excited for them tomorrow. They both get some more individual swims, and very proud of how they're holding up throughout this meet.
Let's shift over to the men's side now. Nathan Sawicki breaks the oldest record Delta State still held in the 500 and finishes 7th overall. Talk about his performance today, his highest finish as well.
And Nathan, he's also another guy swimming with a lot of confidence. Our distance swimmers are doing really well overall as a group. Nathan being able to get a second swim was kind of a goal for him. He's more of a 1,000-mile guy. The longer the distance, the better he is. And for him to be able to not only get a second swim but be top 8 tonight was fantastic. And I know our distance group's been going after that team record for a while. And I'm sure if we had asked him if he was more happy about getting top 8 or breaking that record, he'd probably say that record and then quickly immediately say top 8, of course. But I know our guys are proud of him, and they're excited building off that for the future. For him being able to get 7th place, we haven't been able to do that since Tripp Davis did it, years ago. And I feel like this is setting us up for a really good mile tomorrow. Both him, Michael, and Mateo are set up to have big miles tomorrow.
Julio didn't have the finish he wanted in that 100 back in the prelims this morning, but a rebound, sets a school record, and wins that final. Can you just talk about him rebounding and not like closing up shop essentially and going back?
I like how you put that, closing up shop. This meet's really difficult for your elite athletes, and Julio falls in that class of an elite athlete, being able to have to do a lot of relays, individual swims, and being able to get up and swim in the morning on day 3 after doing 5 events the day before. Got him a little bit, and it was really fast this morning. And that's on me as a coach, not having him mentally prepared to be able to get up and go. But proud of how he bounced back. He processed the race, did a really good job, brought his A game, and I feel like if he can get some good rest tonight, I feel like he's going to be lights out tomorrow. He showed tonight he's one of the best backstrokers in the country, and I feel like he's going to only be able to build off that the rest of the meet.
Finally, Federico finishing 3rd in the 2 fly. You and I were talking about it. He took a year off from swimming and just started coming back last August. To be able to do that is quite the accomplishment.
Yeah, Federico took a year off swimming, and we continue to stay in contact. And he's been swimming for about 6 months before he came and started the spring. And starting the spring for any athlete, it can go in a lot of different directions. And he came in hungry. He was excited to compete. He's been purely professional the whole time he's been here. He's bought it in everything we're doing. And every time he hits the water, he keeps getting a little bit faster, a little bit faster. And that 144 was fantastic for him tonight. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be dangerous in the butterfly events moving forward, and very proud of how he was able to get up and compete on the biggest stages in one of the fastest to fly events in probably NCAA history, and he was definitely in the mix.
All right, thank you.